She told her friends on speaker, I love him, but he's only 5'10". I need a 6'4" king to match my heels. I'm just settling until someone taller comes along. I sat in my car outside her apartment, engagement ring in my pocket, listening through the doorbell camera I'd installed last month. 3 years. 3 years of building a life together. I'd planned the proposal for tonight, rooftop restaurant, her favorite flowers, the whole thing. Instead, I was hearing my girlfriend describe me like a rental car. I'm 5'10", successful attorney, own my practice. But to Megan, I was temporary housing until her 6'4" dream walked through the door. Her friend laughed. Girl, you're terrible. But what about his money? Megan said, that's the point. I'm stacking while I wait. His credit got me the Range Rover. His name is on my student loans. Once I find someone better, I'll have 0 debt and a great car. I felt something shift in my chest. Not sadness, something colder. I drove home. Our home, the house I bought. Started making calls. See, I'm an attorney. I know contracts. And Megan had signed several over the years, co-signer agreements, loan documents, a cohabitation agreement she thought was just paperwork. She never read the fine print. I wrote it. By midnight, I had everything in motion. Next morning, I told her I had a surprise. She got excited, probably thought it was the ring. I drove her to a neighborhood she didn't recognize. Where are we? She asked. I pulled up to a small house. Needed paint, but decent. This is Marcus's place, I said. Her face changed. Marcus was her ex from college, 6'4", former basketball player. She'd mentioned him once, said he was too tall and too broke. Why are we here? Her voice got small. Because I'm done being your placeholder. Marcus is 6'4", perfect height difference. And since you've been settling, I figured I'd help you stop. She started stammering, said it was a joke, said she loved me. I said, you love my house, my car, and my credit score. You told your friends exactly that. I pulled out my phone, played the recording. Her face went white when she heard her own voice say, stacking while I wait. Marcus came outside. I'd called him the night before, explained everything. He remembered Megan, remembered how she dumped him when he couldn't afford her lifestyle. Hey Marcus, I said, Megan needs a 6'4" king. Thought I'd reconnect you two. Marcus looked at her, said, man, I appreciate the heads up, but I'm engaged now, to someone who wanted me when I was broke. A woman appeared in the doorway, petite, smiling, wedding ring visible. Megan looked like she'd been slapped. I said, guess your tall king upgraded too. I drove her back to my house. Her stuff was already on the lawn. Movers came while we were gone. She screamed, cried, threatened to sue. I handed her a folder. These are copies of every document you signed. The cohabitation agreement? It specifies that relationship termination due to deception means you forfeit claims to shared property and become responsible for all debts in your name. Her eyes went wide. What does that mean? The Range Rover you're so proud of? The loan is in your name. I removed myself as co-signer this morning. Same with your student loans. You owe about $180,000 now. Congratulations on your independence. She collapsed on the lawn. Her friends showed up an hour later. Ashley, the one who'd laughed about stacking, couldn't look me in the eye. I said, you all knew. You encouraged it. Now help her figure out how to pay for a lifestyle she can't afford. They loaded her stuff into their cars. Megan kept saying this wasn't fair, that I'd ruined her life. I said, you ruined your own life the moment you decided I was a stepping stone. I'm just the stone that stepped back. 2 weeks later, I saw her Instagram. She'd moved back with her parents. Range Rover repossessed, working 2 jobs. Her posts went from luxury lifestyle content to motivational quotes about starting over. Last month, Megan texted from a new number. Said she finally understood what she'd lost. Said she'd changed. Asked if we could meet. I thought about it for a long time. Then I replied, I hope you find what you're looking for. But I stopped settling too. 3 years of my life gone. But I learned something valuable. The same skills that made me successful in law: reading carefully, understanding consequences, planning ahead, work in relationships too. Never sign anything you haven't read. Never commit to anyone who sees you as temporary. I'm still 5'10", still successful, still single. But I'm nobody's placeholder anymore.